I told you I'm part dead inside. What are you doing giving me shit? None of you should be giving me shit, right? Just stuff. You know, like that's just stuff. What is that stuff worth anything next to a friendship or people you love or care about? What is that worth? Nothing. So you bought this for me for nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Because that's what I'm worth to you, right? I didn't ask for that shit. Do you all think I even asked for that? No. I didn't ask for that. I could see if I was on here asking for shit. I didn't ask for that. So why are they giving me that? Why are they giving me that shit? Why are you buying my mother headphones for? Why are you throwing me fucking hundreds of dollars like that? Left and right, but you can just ditch a motherfucker like that. What's that called? Especially the day that I called you out, I was working for little Andrew Minions. Like calling you Andrew Minions, basically calling you up for your shit, in case you probably were working behind my back with Andrew. And I find it funny that all of a sudden now, you know, this is just a little too much. Sorry. No, LG, that's not true. Sit down, dog. I don't doubt that. Like in my opinion, I really don't doubt that. As odd as that might sound, it really doesn't sound too surprising. Of course, Bedtime Clown spoke to Andrew. Okay, of course they talk. How do you think Brett stopped using his photo and shit? Of course he talked to Andrew. Money's being flowed all around this community, right, Star? You're not just only giving money to me. That would be naive to think that. And Bedtime Clown as well. Who are you giving money to, bro? Last person he gave money to that I know about was Rick Rude. Which, okay. All right, you know. Rick. You people know, right? Don't even question people's history. Don't even question their past. None of that shit. But with me, you guys know everything. Open window into every little aspect of my life. And you think that just because I have one bad look on me, that's going to determine everything. All right. You people are willing to destroy friendships over one thing that happens in one day within a lifetime. Like when you think of this, like the span of life, and you people are willing to destroy something in a speck of time, not even an instant, like a second in the scheme of time, just because your feelings got hurt. It's kind of like, really kind of pathetic when you think about it. Us human beings were the most pathetic species on Earth. We're the one species on this planet that does not know how to survive instinctively. We could be thrown out there in the middle of nowhere, have no idea how to survive. There's animals that can, manage to survive through anything. It's just in their instinct. Us, we have to count on fucking things, people, other things. You have to use other things. We have to basically use from other things and other animals and other, parts of this planet just to kind of feel like we're entitled. But really, human beings are pathetic species. We only just like suck everything dry, waste resources, take up resources, destroy. And just because a few of you are good spirited people, you think you're going to save the world. It's so pathetic. Oh, let's save these people. I feel bad. You saved not even a percentage of, your community. Like, what do you think? You people are fucking Oprah? You think you got Oprah money? You're gonna save the homeless? Like, what are you gonna do? When you really think about it, because if that's what their incentive is by helping me, a lot of you fucks, fuck you. You either help me because you like me as a person, you like my content, or you like being around this shit. If there's any other outside reason that you're doing it, then fuck you, because there really shouldn't be any other reason besides the three main basic essential reasons to donate to someone. If you're thinking outside the box too much, chances are you should have never fucked with me to begin with. You people want to use that shit against me? I'm one person versus an army of fucking trolls. I don't have the luxury of letting my guard down. I don't have the luxury of not being paranoid every fucking second of every day of my life. It's almost like, how dare you think that I have no right to be upset or pissed off just due alone to just the circumstances that I deal with every fucking day. It's almost like, how dare you even get pissed off that I get upset? And the rest of this community of males in the community are filled with whiny little bitches every fucking day, like whiny little bitches. Gossip, 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 gossip. Whine, 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 whine. Complain, 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 complain. Complain, complain. Whine, whine. Bitch, bitch. Moan, moan. Constantly chirping. And no one says a damn. No one says a damn thing when they do that shit. A lot of you names that are, always in other people's chats. They do watch my show. Like, I appreciate it, but the fact that you guys can't show up in the chat means that you might as well not be watching it. That point there, you already canceled me out. And if not, you're attempting to cancel me out. You're trying to cancel me out, and if not, you're embedding somebody else to cancel me out. You're helping someone else to cancel me out. So either way, no matter what, you people have become my enemy. Period. The Kimmy C's, the ones, like these chicks too that show up over at Raw Dogs too. Sorry, Kimmy C. I just meant to bring your name up and someone else's name up. But like, you know, who else could I bring up? Squishy Cat. What's her name? I can't think of the name. Wicked Weenie or whatever the fuck. Corsa Mom and shit. You know, those are people who are watching my show, and they are like these people would never be around Rada's or Tonics or any one of these channels unless it were me kind of drawing in the audience and keeping them here. If not, everyone would have ran off into all these different directions or back into what community they were in the first place. So something's drawing them into this community. And if I'm the topic of the fucking day every day for the past 8 months, chances are that topic is me, right? So if anything, I'm holding the community down, and people are basically reaping the rewards from that shit. Because before I came along, as much as you people like to think Rada was the shit, he used to only have about, I don't know, what, 500 subs at that point, 400 subs? Only at that time, right? Not many people showed up. The most people who showed up were about the same 20 people here, like around 20, 30 people. It was only about that many people who showed up in live streams at that point. Maybe a little more because he was in competition with Polly Crispy. So a lot of people gave him views based upon that. But before that, he wasn't shit. And everyone knew he wasn't a radio fucking personality. So a lot of people are making pretend now like he matters, like he's the shit. And okay, you know, like thanks Rada for finally calling out Tonic and all. You know, it only took 2-3 years for you to finally do it. I mean, I just find it kind of pathetic that a lot of you will just cast me away like that, to such a degree like that. But you can stand by some fat fuck that openly will tell you weighs over 200 pounds. You've even seen pictures of him. You middle-aged fucking desperate old fucking hags are so fucking desperate. You wench motherfucking ass bitches, because you'll sit there pretending like this is like, you know, Justin Timberlake or Brad Pitt or Val Kilmer in his prime. You know, it's fucking, you know, Tom Cruise. Like, you know, in your minds, you'll tell yourself this shit. They listen to a strong, dominant voice. They have no fucking face to put on it at that moment in time. These bitches think that this guy is the biggest fucking, like, awesomest Hercules. He's Hercules. You're gonna save the day. You're looking at some fat motherfucker behind a keyboard, burping and shit, farting, and you people look up to that. All right, or Tonic is sitting on the fucking same camping chair, on the same, like in the fucking bathroom with the echo and all. You know, just with his oh yes, you know, and meanwhile he's getting beat up by his dad if he doesn't get off the computer at a certain time. You know, just stop. And you know, we don't have to bring up that he never drove a car in his life, because I'm really sure those people who hang around him really have driven many cars in their lives. I mean, you know, they sure have lived a lot of life. That server is filled with people who've never lived a day in their life. Like, if they have, it's like they forgot. They totally forgot that they had a life, and there they are. I mean, when Rada first started off on this, whatever you want to call it, he did it on the premise of, I'm gonna outdo Polly Crispy. Polly Crispy is an e-beggar. Come over to my channel because Polly begs for laptops or begs for stuff. I don't know. That was the whole premise behind Rada. And I remember even everyone was like, this is boring, Rada. What are you doing? And he'd be like, oh. And this is exactly how it went on for the next 2-3 years. Something about that became popular in the midst of all this. Somewhere along the way, his dumb carelessness and stupidity became popular to the middle-aged women in this community because, of course, they need to cling on to some dumb shit like a doofy or a rada, and like, let me point this out, like Doofy's one of them that they look up to, right? Or like they'll laugh at. Doofy's an alcoholic, all right, and guess who told me that? His ex, right? Sancho's ex. First, she told me that the first time they dated, he smelled like alcohol. She could smell it in his breath. And she said that he just stayed drunk the entirety of their relationship, basically, and yeah, so you look up to an alcoholic, Doofy, who basically says dumb, stupid shit because he's an alcoholic. It's making sense, right? That Sancho, right? Or who was the next one I was going to bring up? Rada, who weighs over 200 and fucking whatever the fuck pounds, gets caught on here, like has his job exposed, is that stupid enough to then come back on here, risk his job to prove Yoda Doug wrong or Tonic wrong? You got a better house than all of us, you got a bigger house than all of us, and sacrifice it all because Tonic, like if I had shit to sacrifice, would I be wasting my time around you stupid fucks? Or then you got Sancho, dude who told me to get in a cage match with my mother, a fighting cage match, and he said that he'd pay me $100 to do so if I punched my mother in the face and knocked her out. Remember that, Sancho? Yeah, you remember when you told me you'd give me $100 if I punched my mother in the face and knock her out in a cage match? Because that was a specific thing that you said. And I remember in detail, right? That's not just some shit you can make up. But they praise him. People praise the man. The same guy who harassed Jessica so much to the point where all she could ever do was talk about how much you fucking harassed her and stalked her. I couldn't fucking have one conversation with the bitch without having this fucking conversation about how and Doofy and all these people were harassing her and how they kept her from getting a restraining order or harassment order on you because of your fucking harassment towards her, to the degree where you put fear into her. You put fear tactics into the people who are actually going to speak out against you, just like everyone else does, right? You put your fear tactics into them to keep them away from calling the police. And they'll say shit like, go ahead, call the police. Like they'll do shit like taunt you intentionally, just so that they know that you'll stay away from the police. If they say, go ahead, go to the police. Or they'll say what the police will say before they even, you even go to the police. They'll say, oh, the police will just call you stupid. And you don't really know. They don't really know. They just are going to keep you, though, from going to get help at whatever cost. See how they're mostly white people too, like middle-aged white people. Now, I'm not saying that to sound racist. It's facts. This community, mostly middle-aged white people, angry at the world, angry at the country, angry at pretty much any kind of person that thinks otherwise than them. That's why it's funny, because they'll say they're not racist, they'll say they're not homophobic, they'll say they're not against anything at all. They'll say they're about peace, but when it comes to you saying one thing against them or speaking out against them or anything, let's just say you have an opinion, they lose their fucking shit. That opinion is worse than the racism, is worse than it gets just as bad, just as murky, just as gritty as racism, just as gritty as let's say homophobic, got people who are homophobic. It gets just as bad as it, because even at that, you'll still bring up homophobic slurs, racist slurs in the midst of all this trolling, just to get a point across so you can sound funny. A lot of you will just do it or say racist shit in this trolling community just to sound funny. At that point, you have no respect for what people have dealt with racism. You have no respect for what people have dealt with homophobic and shit, like things like that. You would at that point, I have more respect probably for those things, because your community will use those things as weapons against people, right? It's not like you really believe these things. It's not like they're really peaceful, law-abiding citizens who aren't racist and aren't, homophobic and aren't like, because they wouldn't make jokes that consist of racism and homophobia if it weren't for the fact that they were just like that, like just as bad as any person out there who's a racist, right? Or any of that type of shit. They even put labels on people, slave names, if anything. They track people in Discord like slaves, like they own folk. And they'll even say, look, my dog barked for me. Look, my dog did stuff for me. Like, this isn't some shit that I made up. This is Andrew language. This is tonic language. This is language that you all made acceptable because of one time that he trolled an emo howling wolf or some dumb shit like that. You know how easy it is to troll a motherfucker like that? Or Cyrex? You don't even have to put any work in it, and you put up a trophy in honor of yourself for trolling him, like as if he gave you some sort of like fight or competition. You did no work, Andrew. None. Nothing. Like, there was no fight that you had to do in that. No one ever gave him a fight ever before me. Ever. I don't think Andrew ever fought. Not like this. No. Everything was always staged for Andrew. This is the first time he's ever really been tested. And proven to be tested, he's proven to be a bitch. Like, after all this shit, 2.5, 3 years of this fucking shit. And what do we get out of this? Well, Andrew's a fucking bitch. And Ace is not getting any younger, son. Aha! And Rada's side, those people can go fuck themselves, because they're really going to choose people like Mando over me every time. She still has a wrench over at Rada's channel and shit like that. Like, there's a reason why they're not over here. There's a reason why they don't support me, and it's not Bedtime Clown. It's not Star. It has nothing to do with that. Damn well know that. So what does it really have to do with, I wonder? You people are too afraid to even show your fucking face. You'll even have your face out there, already have your face exposed, already be out there and exposed, and you people are still too afraid to turn your fucking cameras on. You think that I'm gonna bow down to you fucks? You scared little fucking bitches. Got more balls than all y'all motherfuckers. I look fucking sick. I look sickly, and I'll still show my fucking face. You fucking cowards. Tonic. He thinks just because he shows himself behind a fucking filter, like that matters. Look, I'm Tonic. He's like an alien. He's like an alien being, like, just, he doesn't blink. The guy has no fucking eye ducts. Like, he just doesn't blink. Just like, squirmy little motherfucker too. Like, you see it, right? And AC does this shit too, where it's like some cocaine reaction or some shit that they all tend to do. But Tonic especially has always done that for a while, and it's just like, how can people not see this little weird fuck for what he really is?
Yeah, I just found that there's actually information about her. Yeah, I'm actually looking through that now. Very interesting. I'm just going to look and find that. That is very informative info. Thank you, Duchess.
But that eye shit, you got to do the eye shit though, like the click, click, like with the mouse. Got to get the mouse like.
I was just checking that out on Google. Connie just went live again. Ugh, 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 ugh.
But look at the mannerisms of that motherfucker. Like, he just want to talk about mannerisms. Like, look at you, little bitch. You can't even look at the camera without fucking playing a little act. Like, that whole shit, shebang, whatever the fuck that shit is, bro, that's an act. Like, you're not even being yourself. So, like, when you got people out in this, like, country like, yo, I'm real hood, I'm street, I'm real. You got someone like Tonic who's real hood, real. You know what I'm saying?
Hiding behind his white community of middle-aged boomers. Thank you, Hank, for giving me a free hand job. Oh.
Desperate. And the thing is, I don't even have to try. Like, have I doxed any names? Have I even said anybody's name? Have I even put anybody's info out there? Have I said something about somebody's children? Like, no, I haven't done any of that shit while I've been here for the past whatever hours I've been on here. So even at that, even if people want to say that I've said the worst fucking shit possible, it still looks fucking great compared to the shit they're doing over there by restreaming me in the first place. Like, compared to what they're doing, I'd say for the most part, the audience outside of this shit, they probably cheer me on first. Like, I don't care. I'm not gonna do some stupid shit and act like them.
This is very interesting. This is Steven's number. Ooh. This is Tonic's dad. Wow. I just came across his information. Ooh.
But, like, does that really make me look cool to go after dude's dad? Like, I don't have anything against Tonic Sr. I only just don't like you, Tonic. It's not necessary unless it's necessary. Unless it were necessary. And if it was necessary, it wouldn't be me calling him in the first place. So my hands are washed clean.
Very interesting. I just came across another thing about Paige. This is some information regarding Paige. This is about After You. I just want to get my information out there. Very interesting. Wow. Yeah. Stuff brought up a good point. If everyone could please visit the chat, she brought up a good point. Yeah, very seriously, this is just astonishing. I am genuinely upset about that. I'm genuinely upset. That is outrageous. That is egregious. Yeah, that is egregious. That is egregious. That is egregious. Yeah, Stella brings up a good point. Squishy Cat brings up a good point. Yeah, Chicky Katie brings up a good point.
I've never seen such like a cold couple before. Like that's like a couple that never holds hands, couple that never calls each other babe. Like, ugh. Hi, hey, thanks for dating me. Yeah, you're welcome. like, like, can you sit there or just say nice things about me on my panel? Just don't say anything about love. Okay. Yeah, just don't call me babe and don't reference anything that has to do with any relationship at hand. Yeah, okay, Tonic. Chicken K's like, all right. That'll be a perfect relationship. You can sit there, jerk me off while I play my Zelda. Yeah, just sit there, jerk me off, don't make any noise, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna play some fucking Zelda, bitch. Just Minecraft this up. Yeah, fuck you! I do you do it? Yeah, like, the fuck is wrong with this dude, man? I just found a game for $4.99 on Steam. Thinking about purchasing it. Don't stop jerking me off, bitch. It's like, that's romance for Tonic right there. Chicky Katie by mistake might call him like babe or say, I told you not to say that. Can you please stop? Anyway, I was just talking about Connie. Like just anything to change the subject. Which is very weird because usually when people have relationships, you're even faking a relationship. Like they'll call each other babe or some shit like that. But like they, even in this community, like for some reason, it's just like all y'all motherfuckers are weird. Like even Rue and Yoda Doug, like they'll get almost everything right. But they'll like they won't say babe. They won't reference anything back to each other, like to like kind of really like make it seem authentic or real. Like Yoda, he really fails because he has no way of talking to women in the first place. So he just straight off the tip is just like giving it off, like, you know, yeah, this is not a real thing. But like this community really has a real issue with like that type of shit. And I thought I was bad. You know, I thought I was bad. Wow. You know, which is why it's funny why so much more people are convinced that I'm somehow the joke in all this. When it's like your friends are totally the jokes in this. They've proven it time and time again. I've done a lot of dumb shit. I'm a joke in my own way, I'm sure, but not quite to the extravagant extent to you fucking retards. Do you not concur? Look at that. So if I don't find a new like way to replace Star Odessa and Bedtime Clown by tomorrow morning, I'm gonna quit. Like I'm going to just quit all this shit. So I need to find a replacement, something comparable, so that I don't think about them anymore, and I won't have to think about them anymore because I will have better replacements. Either way, far more better Star Odessas, far more better Bedtime Clowns than you ever would be. So I have to go searching for better, far greater Bedtime Clowns or Star Odessas out there, superior to the predecessors, if even possible. So we'll see. Thus far, there's no candidates. No one's really trying to be in the chat, let alone mod for me. But from now till tomorrow morning, anything can happen, right? Life is like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. Never know what you're gonna get. A job is a good replacement, some purpose. I'm glad you said that, Stella. Stella's kicking an old man in the balls. Money, 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 money. It's like, haven't you ever had the desire to fall in love, Stella, and meet a man at your own age when you still had time back 5, 10 years ago, 15, give or take? Didn't you ever want to fall in love? Didn't you ever have a dream when you were young that you were going to find the man of your dream? And then it just slipped right through your finger, and old man John came around and gave you $500 and said for you to kick him in his balls. Old man Walter offered you a good 1K and you said, fuck that love shit. I'm gonna dominate, bitch. Next thing she knows, she's 45. She's looking in the mirror. Oh, plastic surgery, Botox. I need to take care of these pancakes. These floppers. What am I gonna do? Come on. Laugh with me. Can't laugh at ourselves from time to time. Isn't that what life is about laughing about ourselves? What was the saying? Why so serious? People take everything so personal. And most of it is just words that I use. I don't even do anything to anyone. And you know I don't. Well, that's good that you have expectations, Stella. I'm hoping that there might be a man out there who wants you enough to even get a job, I guess. Yeah, if I met a woman out there that, I was motivated enough to go and do what I wanted to do or how to do to get that, impress her. I mean, even at that, it's just like, I'm not looking at it like, women are like somehow trophies. You have to look at that shit like most men when they like look at it like that, like love, like that, that's when guys fail and they marry women just based off of like looks, and then they end up getting like divorced or losing custody and shit. It's a whole mess. So is it really worth it when you do that and you get a woman based off of like a trophy value kind of thing, like what you're saying? Ugh, no, it's not worth it. So I would rather a woman just accept me for who I am first before expecting like all this whole like grand job money fiasco shenanigans. I'm gonna be the next Bill Gates. I'm gonna run the world for my gal. Take over the world, become president of the United States, y'all. Because I gotta impress my gal. That's how a lot of guys look at that shit too. I'm not gonna lie. They think that they have to be like the shit. I gotta be the shit. I have no idea what you're talking about. She said I missed the ring, I guess. I don't know what that is. You expect your women to work overtime while you sit online for 12 hours begging. I don't expect my woman to work overtime, but where'd you get those specifics from? I wonder. Because I never said anything about a woman working overtime for me. But who told you that is what I'm wondering. See, that's where I'm thinking Jessica did have a conversation with these people, because she's the only person who would have been able to tell anyone this type of shit. If, let's say, that is true, any of that, like, you'd only get that from Jessica. I wouldn't have put that shit out there. I hadn't put that shit out there. So who told you that? Stella. Stella, who told you that? Specifically that one right there. The working overtime. Because I've never said anything about that here. I've never referenced anything about that. Hell, I never told anyone to work time or expected anyone to work time or full time for me. But I know that there is a person who did bring that shit up, and that would have been Jessica. So who did you talk to? Like, it's kind of funny. It's really strange because no one else would have brought up overtime or working overtime or some bitch working overtime unless someone spoke to you and specifically brought that up. Clip it. Timestamp. So that I remember that I was right the entire fucking time. You people want to treat me like I'm some fucking mental patient and some psychological ward or some shit. You can't even treat me like a fucking individual. Can't even treat me like a human being, and you wonder why I'm losing my shit. Like, you people can't even treat me like an adult. You can just treat Tonic like one. You can treat Rada like one. You can treat all these people who kind of help to turn me into this person like an adult. You just can't treat me like one. For some fucking reason, you people have put it in your minds like I'm just some fucking child. Probably because I look young, but I mean, let's be real here. That's not the case, and you're disrespecting me when you guys don't show me the same amount of respect that you're willing to show others. Even just being able to show up in their chats. Like, you'll watch this shit. You just won't chat. You won't show your presence. You won't make it known that you're here. You'll join my Discord servers. You just won't make it known that you're here. You'll, like, you know, bring my name up every fucking day or every other day. You just won't make any indication known that I could possibly know that you're talking about me. And that basically is like, you know, some sneaky backstabbing rat type of shit. Like, how's that any different from what Varys and whatever in Game of Thrones does? That dude with that bald motherfucker with the other one. Like, how is that any different than what those motherfuckers do in Game of Thrones and shit? Like, being all sneaky and like stabbing people in the back. Like, that's what you people are doing. Like, you're just those little fucking birds in the background doing the little work for everybody, you know, gathering all the information and intel for those fucks like Tonic and Andrew. You're basically doing the dirty work for them. Even the people who aren't necessarily taking part in it, like, just by chatting and showing your presence there, you're taking part in it. But you're trying to intentionally make me look like a joke. And selling me out on purpose for some reason or another. And at first I thought it was fear, like, because of the whole doxing thing, but they know I'm not the one who started the doxing thing. They know that I'm not even as bad or even close to as bad as others out there. And they know that I'm sure as hell not as dangerous as many others. If anything, I'm not dangerous at all. And they know that. But they're helping to build a narrative. Whether they realize it or not. And all you people who said that you were helping me, most of you people who said that you were helping me, or even attempted to help, and you more or less sold me out, right? Which at that point is comparable to like not helping. You might as well have not helped at that point. If I was going to be sold out, what was the point of helping me? Just so you guys could be like, well, I helped him, just didn't do anything. See, we tried to help him. Like, that bullshit. Like, we tried to help him. We all try to help him. When you guys know that's fucking bullshit. Like, even if you guys here and there try to help me, there's been too many distractions outside of it to where there wouldn't have been a way for me to focus long enough for you guys to do anything to help me. You know it, right? But you play this fucking game where it's like you guys pass me along like a fucking like a basketball or some shit. Like, you're just passing me around like some basketball and expecting, you know, me to just like be able to manage my day to day, get better, improve, in said circumstances of being bounced around like a fucking basketball. I mean, how is that fair? How does everyone else have breathing room or space to do whatever the fuck they want to do or say what they want to say? Feel like they can say whatever they want to say. But how dare I even say one fucking thing without getting some fucking controversy and an entire community turning against me? And not just, you know, a little, but like every fucking day for years on end. Like, and you guys are just causing this hate to build. Like, I'm really getting to the point where it's like, you know, you know, there's other people's lives being affected because of this shit, right? And I'm watching it happen. I'm not responsible, but I'm seeing it happen. And even though I would have felt bad in normal circumstances, I have no need to feel bad. And you people are making it so much easier to not feel bad when said circumstances arise for the rest of you. And I find that very odd, because you'd think that people would want people to stick by them in circumstances like that. And I'd be more than willing to if it came down to it. But because of these circumstances at hand, I just can't do that.
Why? What's stopping him? But he's saying people's lives are being affected. It's all voluntary. These people are putting themselves in this situation voluntarily. All of them could walk away, including myself, at any point in time. Now, I'm just really dicking around on the internet. I don't really have a reason to like walk away per se. But then again, I don't have a super thin skin. I don't really give a fuck what somebody's gonna say about me on their YouTube, whatever. These guys can't. They can't. They
It's
can't
like
take
it doesn't even
tiniest
mean
bit of
anything.
criticism.
It's not like this is going to do anything or change anything at all. And that's what the irony of all this shit is. Like, this doesn't change nothing. Shit goes back to the way it always goes. People are going to go back to how they are. Nothing changes for the most part. Most things just don't change. People just don't change. Not really. Like, this is, and for the most part, this shit is meaningless. This isn't even like a religion. It's not church. There's no fucking... People stand by nothing. There's like no backing that they back. There's nothing that they stand by. They might as well all be fucking carnivores. I mean, cannibals. It wouldn't even matter. Like, most people wouldn't even judge them if they were in this community. It's like, as long as you're good people and they treat people right. Yeah, as long as they don't disrespect Hank and Silver Diamond. I don't care if they're cannibals as long as they respect us. As long as they don't dox anybody, we don't care if they murdered someone and ate them for food. And that's their community for you. You could walk in their community with blood on your hands and guilty written on your forehead. And as long as you just respect Silver Diamond and HB, like, and you'd be good. You'd be good. Like, well, here, wash your hands, buddy. Here. Like, they'd just be like, here, guy, wash your hands. Yeah, you want something to eat too there? You want something to drink?
No, HB and Silver Diamond are
That's
the leaders
the epitome of this community for you. As long as you hate Connie, you can be in with us. If you don't like Connie, we're good with you. Yeah, as long as you don't like Connie. Yeah, yeah, Hey. Could be some motherfucker. Oh, hi, don't speak at the English. Can I make a friend with you? Oh, yeah, all you gotta do is just hate Connie.
well, and all of a sudden that guy becomes a little more popular than me, you know, even though he doesn't speak English or some shit. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that's what they do in this community. Like, just as a joke to make me look like a joke, they'll make some fucking retard like Lawless or someone else out there like more popular, like Shella. You know, I don't even know. Maybe she was already popular to begin with in her own weird way. But let me bring up someone else. But like, either way, like AC, ASMR. You know, like just to mock me. Sometimes
you have to send it to me in DMs,
just to remind me, you know, look, Connie, we're not gonna let you get anyone here at your channel. But meanwhile, we're gonna give the fucking most fucking retarded ass boring motherfuckers out there pat on the back and a trophy for being awesome. Hell yeah. Like, fuck you guys. You old weirdos. And most of you people are old too. So don't even act like you're cool in this shit. You're just old, stupid people who group up in young people like me and shit before I make any friends enough to ever fucking make fun of you. Like, and that's the thing, like the whole joke behind it is like, if I just had enough people to like gang up on them and make jokes about them as much as they did me, like I'd have such an empire like I'd have an empire, like, you know. But it's just they keep that from happening intentionally too, like as if they keep tabs on this shit enough to, and it's really weird. Like, usually most people don't give a fuck about this shit in the first place enough. Like, this is YouTube, this is online, whatever. But they're like totally like, we're gonna stop him from making any friend at all. You know, like, stop that donator! Stop him! I donated a corner! Like, you fucking pussies. Oh, you have the $5! Here's some more porn bombed him. Matt Flag. Report him. Report him. Report him. You know, like, this is shit where, like, you have to be really a loser to pinpoint and focus in on this shit enough to care. No offense. So, even if the joke was on me, like, I lost my channel. Like, it's just like, it kind of like, no, the joke is on you for caring enough.
Welcome to
you know, and making it seem like this some sort of achievement. Like, that's retarded.
Yeah, he's just not feeling good.
But
it's okay if you're not feeling well.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking to anybody.
I'm the biggest retard here, apparently.
So
I'm stupid.
I think you're just.
Yeah, I am in my own ways. Like, I really am in my own ways. But like,
I'll get back to that. It looks interesting though.
I'm still just one person, you know, like, they still outnumber me. Like, so it's just like, even if they want to say, like, you know, well, he does this, like, it still is like, well, I'm still just one person. You're comparing me to like 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 people like-minded, thinking just like you, agreeing with everything you say, with anything you say. Yes men who just will do anything to make you look good, compared to me, one person. One person who has to deal with this shit on a daily basis, every fucking day, and people go in real life on me on top of it, which is, you know, more than what they deal with. And I'm still one person versus an army of people who somehow think that that's fair. Like that's a fair competition right there. Okay, well, it's not. Like, that's not fair, and you know it. And for you people making excuses like somehow this is justified, it's not. And I'd like for you to think of one good reason why it is, because if you can't, then you're a dumb fucking retard. You're an idiot, and you just found any excuse to hate someone just for the sake of hating him because you were lazy, too lazy to figure out why. And that's mostly what the biggest issue that we're dealing with is they like just a bunch of angry white people who had no reason to really hate me, but for the sake of hating me, because they were just too bored and lazy to figure out a reason to actually hate me. The irony in all this, like that's basically what we're dealing with, a group of fucking assholes who we're too lazy to really do anything at all.
Damn, you just never showed
Enough
up.
to really, understand why they do what they do. They just do whatever just to get any reaction now because they liked how it felt back when emo was around. Therefore, let's make anyone and everyone upset the same way we made emo upset because we are bloodthirsty fucking retards who needed something to hate, who needed to make up any excuse to hate anything at all. Because if it weren't me, it would have been anyone else. It would have been Polly, would have been this person, would have been that person, would have been Sweet, would have been Paige, would have been someone else, right? It would never just have ended with me, even at that. And if they think it would have just been me, and you people are stupid. If that was the case, then there wouldn't be other people in this community being attacked or having their children attacked or having this attacked and this one attacked if it weren't for the fact that you're all fucking assholes and imposters and frauds. I mean, whatever. Like, I don't think all of y'all are. I did say all, didn't I? I don't think all. But, like, the people who have kind of say or control over people are like that. And a lot of the followers as well, but sometimes I just say shit to piss people off, or I feel the need to say something just like self-defense. Like I want to say something that hurts you folks just as much as you try to hurt me, so I'm gonna think of some shit. And whether or not it's aimed directly towards someone or not, or just aimed towards a group or not, like I'll figure things out to say, whether it pisses people off for a specific reason or not. I'll find a way to offend people, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm always right or that I even agree with what I'm saying. It just means that I'm fucking saying shit. Just like when Tonic says, shit. It's just he can make it sound a lot funnier. A lot less serious. Therefore, it's not taken as serious. It's made to be a joke. That's the whole point. That's the whole troll. It's like, let's talk about serious shit and make it sound very outlandish and funny and cartoonish. Therefore, we can get away with it. Therefore, it's acceptable to most people. And a lot of you are so dumb where you actually will just hear somebody say something in a goofy voice and therefore it's okay. Even if it's a really terrible thing that someone just said and it's like, it's just okay now because you said it in a really goofy voice. You said it in a funny voice. You said it in a southern voice. Yeah, people, I just want to say, we're going to judge somebody now. I don't really agree with this, but I'm just gonna be funny though. And it's all just one big scheme, kind of way to cheat money out of people and get away with really dumb shit without looking bad. And if you know how to do or say things right in the right kind of way to fool people into thinking that you're not necessarily doing something wrong, you can almost do anything you want in this community. Or in these communities out here. You can almost figure out how to manipulate people and build a cult, and you probably could. Just like Kate. She built a cult. She did it. And you think that it's not planned out. They know how to do it. People know how to do it. And if you have the right mindset and you're calm, cool, and collective enough to do it, and you're that fucked up in the head to sell anyone out and everyone out, then you can do it. It's just, are you willing to sell all your friends out and everyone out just to do it? Are you willing to go that low to get to that point, right? Because you have to sell out people to kind of get there. If you notice, Kate has friends one moment and then she has new friends the next. There's a purpose for that. You know, you can't keep the same friend for too long. That's dangerous. That's stupid. And especially in a game like this, you can't do that type of shit. Trust people? What? You know, it's all a game to everybody in here. They know that. That's why they don't want people like me around, because I'll call that shit out and I'll say it for what it is. I'll do one thing that most people would never like dare do in this community because they'd have something to lose. Like, I'm the one fucker who doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he thinks this is like some kind of podium. There's 12 fucking people watching. I guess 25 over here. But he really thinks that all of this is not falling on deaf ears. Like somebody out there is listening, like, he's right. We need to put a stop to this. Burn YouTube down. Give him all the money. Like, I can get real. We can only hope, listen, sister.
I just want to like talk myself out, like work myself up to the point where I just like get it all out, and I can't just to the point where I can't talk anymore. Like, I just want to wear myself down. That's what I'm trying to do. I figure if I come on here and I talk enough shit, maybe I won't want to talk shit. By the end of it, I'll be too worn out and too tired to talk more shit. So I figure let me just get it all out while I have energy in me. And then later, just maybe I'll knock out. Like, maybe I'll just pass out.
He's
Hopefully
wearing
not
down.
think
Little
about
guy's
it.
wearing down. You know, he actually reminds me of this robot chicken skit. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real
You know, a lot of this shit, I look stupid going after people no matter what who support me, because
Yes, you do.
it looks childish as fuck, because in reality it's just people who lose faith in me, right?
Shut the fuck up. It's fucking pointless. But Connie, for the longest time, especially when he gets in these little like fucking he has the ramp up and then the downwards. So he reminds me so fucking much of this old skit, and I'm hoping to God I don't get fucking struck for this, right? Or anything like that. But this skit right here. Fucking shit. God damn it. Every single goddamn time. Fucking. I'm telling you, if I could just pick another account for it to also have premium or something, because obviously attached. It's so frustrating. Anyway, he reminds me so much of this fucking skit.
TRL is awesome! I love Sway! TRL and Top Square and MTV is the best way! Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
Welcome back to TRL. As I promised, I present to you Usher!
Oh my gosh, I love Usher! Woo-hoo! Usher's awesome and he doesn't wear a shirt and he gets it all the chest and he's not sweating. I'm sweating. Woo-hoo! Woo! Alright, guys, I'll see you later. Woo! Woo-hoo! To Grand Central Station! Woo-hoo! People call it Grand Central Station, but it's really Grand Central Terminal. It's awesome! Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Keep the change! Foreign cabbies rock the fare with $7. I tell you, gave him 10, and that's awesome, because immigrants need money. Woohoo! Metro North Hudson River Line rules. I say $5 with a monthly pass, and somebody smells. Woohoo! Woohoo! Mom's mashed potatoes are the greatest. There's some carrots and peas in there too. Mom and Dad aren't fighting tonight.
That's where we have Connie now. That's where we are with Connie as it stands
An
right
adult.
now.
Don't treat me like a fucking child.
He's always reminded me of that fucking skit. And again, I hope I'm still on. I hope it didn't fucking do the fucking but always fucking reminded me of that fucking skit.
Like, okay, yeah, I don't know any better, but you should have known better. You know, like if I don't know any better, then does it make sense for others to react the same way I react, or not the same way, but like with a similar like kind of like fuck you, in a different way, a different kind of sort of fuck you, but all in all still a fuck you. Does it necessarily make you better just because you said fuck you in a better way? In a nicer way. Or how about this? Like if someone does extra for you, like gives you money, are you expected to do anything for them? Is there any expectation at hand? Like,
Did you work overtime?
should there be? Because if
Yes.
not, then like I shouldn't even be in this position where I'm like
It's called
I'm
overtime.
talking about this shit
It comes from
in the first
employers.
place again. Another fucking Candace Smithson situation. And it's like here we are. We've only talked about that subject for the past 2-3 years. We already knew what the fuck. But hey, here we are, back in the same circumstance again, with a whole different group of people, as if they had no idea what the fuck, which I highly doubt. If that's the case, like then they knew exactly how I'd react to everything. Like if I responded in a negative way, they knew I was going to respond in a negative way. They would have seen that if they were watching long enough to pay attention. So either I'm stupid or you are stupid. Or we're all stupid. Who's smart in this though? Like who's intelligent? Who's the smart one? The smart ones in all this? Andrew? Tonic? I dare you to say that they're smart. That they're the smart ones within all this. They have it all figured out. Shiva? Or Raga. He has it all figured out. I have some issues with somebody.
Oh
Let
my
me
god,
drive
Pete, how
past
true
their
that
home
is.
to make them understand I have issues with them. Whoa.
However, lurkers get frustrated when we start.
I mean, not for nothing,
talking to
Rada.
you
You're kind of an
guys.
idiot.
When we stop talking to
Because
each
even
other
if that's
and start
just
talking
like
to you
a
in chat,
joke, and most of the times it really just is. That's why it's so stupid and careless. Is because what if someone does take that serious, and what if they did decide to use that against you? What if you fucked with one of these chicks in this community who really was not playing any fucking games, and they decided to put a harassment order on you, and you just gave them the ability to do so because you were dumb enough to, let's say, do something like say or imply like you were going to drive past their home. I mean, that's just stupid. And he's been walking on eggshells. He's been walking on like thin ice for a long time, on fucking skates, and it's dangerous what game he's playing, even just for himself. Because even though this might seem like a game to Rada, and he has a lot of people over there, girls who are really like, they feel safe and comfortable around him, he's probably putting himself in more jeopardy than any one of us, and his job, all that shit at risk, just so that he can come on here and talk a little shit with his fucking friends. Which, all in all, maybe he's trying to prove a point, maybe he's trying to call somebody out here and there, but for the most part, this is just fucking, you're just beating around the bush. You're not really doing anything.
there's so much inaccuracy.
You're not
to
solving
this.
anything. Your job and your home and your finances mean much more than this shit.
So why do you care? Why are you doing this? And for the most part, you're putting more at risk than any one of us, like I said, which makes you even look even more stupid. And the rest of you too, because you feel safe around someone who's willing to put their whole life at risk, or not life, but their career and shit, all at risk just to beat around the bush with the buddies online, just to hang with the buddies, hang with the buds at the bar, on the internet, shoot the shit. Just stupid. And most of it is just drunk talk, ranting bullshit that doesn't equate to anything. There's only 50 million shout outs to, a middle-aged woman who has no fucking relevance to anything at all. And that makes him funny. People used to make fun of him because of that shit. Now they're fucking praising him because of that shit. It's like, first people made fun of him because of that. Now it's like, let's totally laugh because Rada said the same thing 60 times. The shout outs are fucking driving me nuts. I can't do it anymore. I can't hear it. Again, and for some reason, 60, 70, 100 plus whatever the fuck one of you can handle that shit. And it's like, okay, you have no lives, bruh. You peak gay. Corrosive, like, shut up, dude. Nobody wants to even talk to you, fucking Exiled 2.0. Like, you just want to come on here and kill my fucking panel, and I don't even appreciate that shit. And all you're gonna say is, didn't I tell you? Didn't I say, bedtime clown? Stardust, I told you he'd do the same thing to you. I told you. This is exactly when I said he ain't got anyone to do. Because I told Sweet as Sugar, and I told everybody else the same thing. And I told them, because this community has to listen. Like, I already know what you're gonna say, Corrosive. I have already known what you were gonna say before you were even gonna say it. Before you were even in diapers, I knew what you were gonna say, Corrosive, okay? It's not even necessary. Like we get it. You can come on here, play fucking superhero, play like you're the good guy for fucking 2 seconds. And there's this illusion out there that makes people think that he's somehow the good guy until he's proven to be a moron by like everybody. In fact, if it weren't for his stupidity engaging himself in this drama, he would have never gotten his wife doxxed, his family doxxed, his job doxxed, his self doxxed, all his fucking house doxxed, everything doxxed, because he just didn't shut his fucking mouth. And he still didn't even say any names in between. Like, somehow he thought that he'd respect this community, not bring up anyone's name at all. And he really didn't, too. For the most part, he really did try, but it wasn't even necessary, because by the end of it all, he still got his name doxxed, still got his family doxxed, still got his wife doxxed, still got doxxed, everything got doxxed, his dog got doxxed, his rabbit got doxxed, the whole fucking car got, everything got, all hell broke loose and got doxxed. Everything got doxxed, and then Don Garnet, dagnamit, everything's doxxed and doxed got doxxed between the docks. Said docks outside of the docks, and the docks outside of that docks got doxxed too. And all because Corrosive just didn't shut the fuck up. But here he is on my panel trying to get relevant. What do you want?
Yes.
Understand you have a job opening, Rebel. I'd like to apply.
Hold on, wait. Say that again, because my volume. What?
I said, I understand you have a job opening. I would like to apply.
Who said that I had a job opening?
You said that you lost Bedtime Clown and the other one, and you needed to fill those positions by tomorrow morning, but who knows what might happen? Somebody might show up. Here I am.
Do you have donos to give me?
Wait, we don't get paid out of your donos? It works the other way around. Your mods donate to you?
Yeah, Well, that's what Bedtime Clown and Star did, so I'd expect you to do the same.
Well, what like maybe I could do that, maybe take another loan on the house, but what sort of what level of donos per day are we talking here? What sort of range are we looking at?
Oh, there's no range. There's no there's no way to calculate or acute how much we're saying here.
So it could be like nothing, or it could be like your entire weed need for the week. It just varies day to day.
I just guess it's really up to you.
All right. Is there like a minimum buy-in?
Well, yeah, just don't make me upset. Just don't get you'll know by my temperament. Well, probably not actually. Never mind. That necessarily doesn't apply because I still get pissed off even if you donate. Never mind.
Okay. Okay.
Off of you even if you donated. Never mind.
So is there any kind of benefits like healthcare, profit sharing, anything like that?
No.
Oh man, it's a pretty shitty job.
Well, I never offered a job. It wasn't a job to begin with.
Okay, that's kind of
so. It was more of like an opportunity.
An opportunity to sit here, mod for you, and lose money on a daily basis while you spark the fuck out. Rebel, get off your ass and get a job, you little fucking retard. Everybody's tired of your shit.
If someone is modding for me to the point where they look at it like a fucking job, you piece of shit, faggot, then maybe they shouldn't be here in the chat. Like maybe at that point, they look like the idiots for being here that long if it looks and feels like a job to them. And if you feel the need to come up here and call me a piece of shit enough to that degree where you care enough, you might as well, definitely throw me your money, bitch, because at that point I own you. So there's that. And also your ass wouldn't have got doxxed on here if it weren't for your dumb ass. All you had to do was just shut the fuck up, not talk about other people's business. And it wasn't just me. You had to talk about everybody. And it wasn't me. Sure, I was one of the first ones to put his first name out there, which everyone knew that, and last name, whatever. But I mean, Corrosive asked for it, and at the time, he was going after more than just one person, and the person who, So a lot of things come into play in a circumstance like that. But at that, think about how stupid a middle-aged man has to be to put his entire personal life out there at risk just to prove a point. What point was he proving? For what? Because at the time, I remember he's saying a lot of shit like, Paulie Crispy gave me this channel, and I wanted to grow this channel and see if it, he actually wanted to grow this channel. He was proud of this channel that Paulie Crispy built for him, and he was actually going to do something with it. He was that channel was going to have a purpose.
almost had that job, Cruz.
But did that channel ever have a purpose?
I saw it.
No. Did he ever end up doing anything with that channel? No. Just a lot of things come into play in this, and I'm right most of the time because back then I was right. I was right now. I was right before he came onto this panel, even after he left the panel. Rage quit. By the way, rage quit. Proves everything right there. And you have to ask yourselves, why would Corrosive rage quit so damn quick? Well, because he's scared of me. Did you guys know that Corrosive was scared of little old me? Little old me? You're scared of little old me, Corrosive?
He won't even acknowledge me in the basement. He won't even. He's not even.
And then you got this little bitch
There it is.
Tonic trying to gain relevance so bad, so much. He's still backstage. It's like 10 hours ago he was backstage. Guess what? 10 hours later, still backstage. You know, totally no shame
Come on,
in
I've
his
been live
game.
streaming the whole time.
He totally said he had a job and totally is proving to not have said job. Okay. You know, like, I almost feel like the need to almost like let him up on panel, just almost like let him get his voice
There it
heard. But then I
goes.
remember like that he never has anything relevant to say. And so why would that even be necessary is what I'm wondering.
Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
Like, if he thinks it's for the views, that's pathetic, dude. I get like, more views on my gaming streams than you do on yours, and you have like more people chatting in your shit. I mean, not to sound like a dick, which I mean, maybe you get a little bit more than I do on your gaming streams than I do on mine, but like, I don't even think that's the point. I mean, what are you doing becoming the next Connie?
Irony.
Stupid.
Irony.
Stop being the next Connie.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's totally a Connie move, Tonic. Ugh. I want to get another drink.
Here's a Connie
I need to
move.
get
This is a Connie move.
something a little more healthier. I'll be right back.
Give me money.
Gonna go
Give me
grab a-
money. I gave you content. Give
grab
me
a,
money.
bottle of
Give me
gin.
money.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Like that's a Connie move. It's a Connie move. I did all of this for you. Give me money. That's entirely his thing. Like he is trying to sit there and do mental gymnastics, trying to figure out how he can justify asking for money from people that aren't Bedtime Clown and Star. He's trying as hard as he can. He's rubbing them fucking brain cells together, thinking like, man, I think I've almost burned through everybody in this community. I can either wait until Sweet as Sugar comes back, which is not too long, or I can try to farm for a new little pay pig. Like, if this guy actually knew what the lower end actual like streamers make, like I've been following Darkside Phil for a while. That man has an entire Discord of fucking pay pigs, right? People that just keep him afloat financially. He's got a way better place than fucking Connie. He's got a girlfriend and all that. He's got for as much of a locale he is, you know, still doing okay for himself, doing better for himself than this. Yeah, he does. Where did? Oh yeah, no, I got you, Andrew. Give me a second. There you go, man. It's in your DMs. Yeah, Darkside Phil makes decent money, decent money now, and also, his bankruptcy I guess went through, so he's not in debt anymore. This is like I think it's like the second or third bankruptcy he's been through. Yeah, Paulie Crispy ain't the only one going through bankruptcy. Very real, very real. Is Andrew finally back there? I mean, the ultimate troll, if he was actually good at this, right, he just wouldn't come back. He would leave the stream on. He just wouldn't come back because then that would leave me to my own devices. I've got other shit. I got like this I want to play. I'm gonna go over this in a little bit, but for now, Connie's just giving me that sweet, sweet buttermilk. Yeah, wisdom. You go over there. You can ask for an application. Buttermilk. That sounds good. Oh, he's back. Fucking little retard. Yeah, I'm wondering, can we they're wanting the second round, corrosive. They're
It's too dark in here. I don't think corrosive can make it two for two. He wouldn't last that long. He grew up as a libertarian, after all.
you just call corrosive a libertarian?
He's just a libertarian. It's okay, guys.
You did. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't really know Corrosive's political standing, but I'm almost positive he's not a libertarian.
Unable to use flashlight because battery's low. Fucking bitch. Let's see. Maybe now I can use it. Whoa, that one's cool.
He's fucking doing the slope. I hate the slope. Yeah, look at it. Like, I swear to God, he could. Like, he's almost like he could be a character in a movie or something. Like, I feel like he kind of misses calling. I feel like if he would have like applied himself and tried to become like an actor or something, he may have actually done it.
Awesome.
Not a bad looking guy. I mean, I think he really missed the mark. I think he didn't apply himself. He wanted to be a musician. He wanted to be a music producer.
That's
Well, he wanted to be a rapper,
cool.
then that didn't work out. Then he wanted to be a music
It
producer,
looks
that
so
didn't work
different.
out. Then he wanted to be a political commentary guy, that didn't work out.
I didn't even open this. I don't even want to open it. I'm gonna hold off opening that. That one's really strong.
What is he doing? He's just eating things, or
Oh yeah, this
it
one's
looks like he like the gold on his face. It looks like he's looking inside the suitcase from Pulp Fiction. Just can't get over that.
this one gives me the munchies like a motherfucker. One would have been what did I get? I can't remember the name. I have to look in the other room. Can't remember. So that's I don't know. Mix two different kinds. See how it tastes. Because I don't do that often. But I want to try doing it with like the better strains just to get like different taste. See like what I come out with. I don't think it'll hurt much. Oh, I know what this one was called. Lemon. No, that's not. The one. I'm like trying to remember the entire menu in my head, and I almost could if I like really tried to remember, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's sitting there whining and crying, and then
What is
he's
this
sitting there. He's like
called?
going through chunks of weed and shit. What fucking sense does that make?
Damn it! If I got up and just went in the other room and looked, like I could figure it out, but I just don't want to do all that.
Yeah, I swear to God, it's all like there's more to this grift than I think is being shown here. He's got to have more money than he leads on, because he's been sitting there with I heard him open up. It was like 3 or
You think
4
you people
fucking little
have a
bottles.
voice here? Like you've done something for me enough
Like you've done
for me
something
to
for me
allow you to
enough.
have a voice here?
Ah, you're an idiot.
Come on. It's me we're talking about. Rebel. Okay? So Andrew's done this in the past when I had a falling out with certain other people who donated. Andrew did everything he could to like try to fuck those people's lives up or dox them or do whatever he could to them to affect them so that they stopped donating to me. But then when the point came to where they had issues with me, and he comes sweeping in like he was the hero, just like he kind of trying to do now, like trying to make this illusion, give off the impression like he's trying to save the day, so that maybe you might donate to him. It's all just a game, all this shit. And if I didn't tell y'all, he would probably be able to scheme and scam a lot of you out of your money in the past next few days. But hopefully this prevents him from doing that. Hopefully me telling you the truth about him exposes him for what he really is. Because this is all just a money making little scheme just for Andrew Brame and Tonic and Sales
Yeah, pretty much.
and his friends. And they'll act like they care about y'all, treat you like friends, make you feel good about yourselves for a little while there, so you realize that they're no better than anyone else. They're even worse than me, far worse. Like, and people learn. Everyone learns. Most people who supported Andrew, they learned. That's why they don't show up anywhere anymore supporting him. And whenever they do, it's over, at the Drama Dome where it's safe to them. They think that they can just cover it up on one channel and then, pull some sneaky shit on another. Or pull some sneaky shit on one channel, cover it up on another. Or what, I don't even. But I mean, they have this weird technique where they'll like try to cover their bad behavior, like in Discord and shit. Like they'll cover it up, act like, okay, it's not on YouTube. Well, it's like it never happened. To them, they think that just because it's not seen by the rest of us here on YouTube, they think it never happened. They can just do or say whatever they want to say, as long as it's in the bounds of Discord and in the lines of like their own little weird little group. They think they can do and say whatever they want to say. But they've abandoned their YouTube audiences. Like, that's the thing. Most of them are just new people who just came in this shit by chance and just kind of are looking at this
Abandoned
from a
my
different
audience?
angle. Some of them are
I guess
like,
I
they don't
kind of
even
have.
understand what's even going on. Those pony bitches and all those other people who came into this like later on, like, they're still trying to figure out what the hell is even going on. A lot of them don't even know the story behind me. They're just listening to what Tonic and Andrew have to say without even going back and reading the blog that Kate wrote, without even knowing my circumstances of ending up here. Like, just literally just basing this off of just some dumb shit that wasn't even relevant to begin with. Like, what better way to switch the story up but to cover the story up? Just hide it from people. Truth doesn't matter. I had some scissors. I don't know what they are right now. I hate breaking weed up with my nails, especially when it's like not like dry. Andrew, I'm gonna tell you this straight up, just so you understand. It'll be a cold day in hell before I let you back up on here again, or Tonic. Like you all must be really high right now if you think that I will ever let you back up on my panels. Not only that, but if you think that we'll ever have a conversation or understanding at all ever again. I mean, you're naive to think that you're gonna be able to get up on here. It's really stupid for you to think that you're gonna get up on here. I'm just gonna say that straight up. And to base it upon fear is really childish of you. That's really careless to just say, like, think that, like, oh, someone isn't letting you up because they fear you. You know, like, no,
I still
we
don't
have the
love you.
right to just not like you
Piece
because
of
you're a
shit.
geek, you're a nerd, you're a loser. That's why. I don't want to talk to such a loser. Okay? How about that? I don't want to talk to a meth head, a junkie. Okay? It makes me look bad. Okay? That's why. Losers. Fear.
I'm sure all of 5 people will watch.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this fear built up in me. Dagnabbit. All that darn fear built up inside me, got festered up, built in all that anger and fear and all angry and spurred out I am, all fearful of letting them up on here on panel and confront me with words. Scared. Words that I'm sure I ain't never heard before. You know, like as if they're gonna come up here and say anything different than they've said in the past 2 years. But yeah, well, they're gonna come up here and say something different. If it was different, maybe there would be something to fear. Duh. Like, get it? And like, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay, whatever. Let me say that one more time. Maybe if there were anything different that they would come up here and say on panel, then maybe there would be something to fear. It's just like, I just don't think they have anything new. That's kind of the point. And only a good troll would think of that. We all know that. Only, professional trolls would do that. Amateur trolls, though, we just talk about the same shit. And look, I mean, hey guys, if I'm sure if you had something new to say that was so informative, you'd say it on your own panels, the 5, 10 different panels you did today, whatever the fuck, yesterday, 3, 4 panels you guys went live and spouted your bullshit. But like, no, you don't bring this shit up on your panels. You don't say it at all. You're just waiting to come on my panel to try to troll me or to try to get a one up because you look embarrassing right now and stupid.
Yes, that's what it is.
But you did that to yourselves too. Like, even if I look stupid, I still dragged you down to stupidity with me. So why are you such a pussy, Tonic? Why are you such a pussy? You said you want to move for me, Andrew? Aw, Andrew's mooing for me, y'all. Good little lol cow. Good little Dougie. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate you mooing for me. Little cow. Good little cow. It's like I'm in my 30s. So are you guys. I don't even see why fear applies to any of this shit. Like, what, we're not even like in our 20s anymore. What are you talking about, fear? That's why you guys sound so stupid. I could see if we were like, teenagers or some shit. Or like even in our early mid 20s, but this is just fucking ridiculous. Fear. Ugh! Like, what? Like, you guys are suffering from the beginning signs of arthritis and you're over here talking about fear. Fuck out of here.
Andrew ain't got a hair left on his head, and he's over here talking about fear. Tonic too. He ain't got no hair follicle left up on that bitch, and he's over here talking about fear. It's like, you should be fearful of God taking what he's taken from you for the last bit of whatever the fuck you have left, pussy. You should be thankful you have what you have. Your dad.
Where's your dad?
Shalom.
Tony? Where's your dad?
His answer was, "You're still scared to let us up."
You are.
Okay. That hurt. Ouch. Now I must surely let you up. Wow. Like, he brought up a good point. Now I must let them up. Whoa. Stupid. They're so dumb, man. I can't even take them seriously, even when I like try to take them seriously. It's just so stupid. And you fucking retards who follow them. Oh my god, so I just read so like I thought he was gonna say something, like he said you just admitted, and I thought he was gonna bring up like a point, like you just admitted to something or something, whatever. He said, you just admitted you fear us. Okay. I guess I must have admitted that I fear them. Whoa. Tonic brings up a good point. Now I must surely let them up. Like, well, I must let you up now.
Oh my god. Oh.
Alright, I'll let you up. Psych! Like, fine, whatever. Let me. Fuck you! Like, that's so much more fun. I don't care what anyone said. But seriously, I'm just gonna stop being a dick, though. Hold on, let me just look them up. Alright, hold on. Add to. Fuck you! Fine, wait. Hold on. Fuck the bullshit. I just want to let them up, though, and give them a voice. Where's my overlay? Here. Wait, fuck you. No, that's not true, bottle of mustard. Not if it's a good one. Yeah. If it was a good one, there wouldn't be anything to worry about. Therefore, there wouldn't that be anything to fear. Right? So, if it's not a good job, like, duh. I'm a fear not being able to pay my bills, bitch. Damn right. Right? First, I'd have to get to the point of even having bills. I'd have to get to the point of even being worth anything, though, to make anything. So, there's that. I'm still a bum, I am. I am nothing but a bum.
Come on, look at the pro chat. There you go. There you go.
What did I mix together? I don't know, but I'm really
What's up,
lit.
Pac-Man?
Although the orange juice taste definitely does fuck with the taste of the bud. Like, I don't even know if I'm getting the full spectrum of the taste of this. I wouldn't suggest like drinking orange juice before smoking weed, because you'll probably not be able to taste the weed. But if it's really shitty weed, then it might be a good idea, because then you'd be like being able to mask out the taste just like a little bit
I always think this is some
with
this
the orange
weed
juice, but not if it's good weed.
connoisseur.
Then that's just stupid. I don't know. I can kind of taste it. Strong.
I just don't know what I'm smoking. What what did I put here? I put the Kush cream and whatever this one was. I can't remember what the name of that was. I don't know. I don't like scallops. Not that much. Are we talking about a person or the food? Because if we're talking about the food, I'm not a big fan of scallops. They're okay. I won't turn away a good plate of scallops if it's like an expensive dish. Good scallops, like they'd have to be fresh. Not if they're sitting around for a few days or something like that. That's the thing. Scallops are a little kind of, they get old quick. Well, you're too poor for scallops. That's why you're over here naming yourself Scallop. If you could afford a scallop, you'd name yourself Lobster or Crab. Crab meat should sound way more cool than Scallop. Scallop just sounds stupid. Sounds like Maggot. It's like someone naming themselves Maggot. Like Sister Maggot. Okay, Sister Maggot. What kind of sea urchin? What kind of sea creature is a scallop anyway? It's a crab. They got crabs, right? You got crabs. Shell creature. Shellfish. It should make you like the bottom of the kind of totem pole in the whole sea ocean game, because aren't like shellfish considered like the bottom of the bottom? Like that would be considered like the rodents of said ocean kind of category. So you're like a sea rodent, if anything. Scallops have 200 eyes. So what are they gonna do with those whole 200 eyes? Are they gonna stop people from catching them and feeding them to humans? Are you gonna are those eyes gonna stop anything? That's the thing. If let's say she was, and let's just say she was, I'm sure you wouldn't be the one doxing her name in said chat if that was true, right? So yeah, not buying it. But I find it very strange that they have to go forth in doxing her name, because I didn't do that. I said one name, but I did not put an initial, right? And I didn't put a last name. I didn't do any of that. So not a good look. Not a good look. Andrew. Tonic. I can't believe it's so late. I can't believe I used to leave streams like this, like public, as if I used to be proud of like this type of shit. Because for the most part, I know by the end of the stream, I'm gonna listen. If I did listen to a lot of this shit, I'd probably be pissed at myself. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm more surprised I even kept this shit public. Like, something to be proud of. It's stupid. Because at first you look at the views and you think that it's like a big deal, and you'll be like, "Oh shit, well I got a lot of views on it, so maybe it has some purpose." But then you have to like put yourself on check and realize, okay, the views don't really apply if the joke is kind of on you, right? You know, like if this is the game that they're playing, then okay, yeah, I miscalculated this a little bit. A lot of people see me as the joke in this, which that's great, that's fine and all, but I should have not advertised this stuff to the public quite like how I did, or left shit public quite like how I did, because I don't always agree with what I say or how I say shit. It's just like, it's weird. Like, I don't know what pride or ego I'm like holding on to, or what I'm trying to like protect from myself or some shit, because there's not really a purpose behind doing that, and it's just more or less like a defense mechanism. And like, I'm trying to slowly like break out of my shell and like just be myself, but it really is that much more difficult in like an environment like this. And then the moment you start doing that is the moment people start switching up on you too. So it makes it that much more difficult to just be yourself. Hold on. Yeah, no big deal. Just Andrew and Tonic called my mom and told her that they'd give her money if I let them on panel. No big deal. You know, I know this is something that in most circumstances people will lose their shit over, that type of harassment and abuse. It's fine for Andrew and Tonic to do that type of shit. We all know that. So, you know, are they being honest to my mother when they said that they're going to give her money if I let them up on panel? No. Does she know that? Of course not. Right? And they play these little manipulative games with her like that. It's really actually sick and twisted when you think about it. And the amusement that they get out of this shit. And the fact that no one even like sticks up for me in this makes me like really, it's like a really unsettling feeling, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of is what makes me as evil as I get. Like when I get as angry as I get on here, it's this type of shit, that type of shit that gets me to be that, you know? You know, in reality, I've been home for about 5, maybe 6 hours. I haven't relaxed the entire day, not once. Had about 3 joints already since I got back. Still, I've not felt relaxed once since I got back. You can tell because I still got my jacket on too. Like I'm just totally not relaxed, and I can't relax. I just can't. Like I try to, even if I get settled in and try to lie down and shit, can't relax. Just can't. Just that part of me just gone. It's been gone for years. And even when I feel like I might have a little bit of like comfort, it's just I snap back into reality. It's just back to this. So in a sense, I never get to relax. Like I don't even have time to just really chill. Like this stuff, this helps temporarily, but it doesn't fix the main issues or anything like that. Nothing does. I mean, it's not like anything really will. And asking people for money surely won't do that shit either. Just facts. You know that. Nothing anyone can give me or buy me can make me fixed or can fix me or some shit like that from the damage that has been done. It's not that simple, and I know that. Why do you think I'm as miserable as I am, people? Because even if I wanted to pay my way out of this pain, you can't. Like, you can't just escape from your from your own reality. Some, like almost a half pack of cigarettes already since I got back. And I swear I don't even remember. You can get so zoned out in this shit. Like, to think anyone else is sane in this shit is insane. To think anyone else can make it in this without going insane is just stupid. That's just dumb. Because if I can get to the point that I'm at, any one of you can get to the same point or close or worse. Like, it's not hard or like hard to believe that that could, you know, that this shit could fuck people up. Like, I most definitely think that this shit fucked Tonic up, Andrew up in their own way. Stupid relationships. Shit fucked everybody up. And they're all gonna try to pretend that they're having a good time. That's why when AC's like, I love this shit. He's like, he's like fidgeting and shit. I love this shit. AC, he has like PTSD from this shit. He's like, I love this shit. Just give me another, give me another Ativan. But I mean, you know, yeah, they love this shit. They sure love this shit. You must if you love this shit. Okay? Like, if you love this shit, you must love this shit. I really shouldn't light up more. This is what I do when I'm unsettled and I don't have like too many like roadblocks fucking me up in my way. Like, if there's any path for me to take, they're all covered up, blocked, keeping me from passing. More paper. Is it raining outside? I feel like I hear rain. Oh yeah, it is. I heard rain. Is that a trick question? Rada is like such a hard name to say because it's not, but it like then it's like it's retarded because like you could fuck up and be like, oh, Rada. Like I used to be like, oh, Rada, because I didn't know how to like pronounce the name, but then like people like Stacy would just be like Rada, Rada, and I'd be like, what? How do you say it so like swiftly? Like those girls just be like Rada and make it sound like it's normal. And it's not normal. Like it's not a normal name that you just normally just easily say swiftly off the tongue. But they'll just be like Rada. And I'll be like Rada. They'll be like Rada. All right. I really feel like I should let those guys on panel. They've been waiting backstage for a while. Stella, I'll start with you, okay? I'll let you up, but you have to make sure not to porn bomb, okay? Hold on 1 second. Fuck you. It's fun. Much more fun than letting them up. It's like it's fun. I don't care. So I'm not gonna dox anybody. And I know earlier I got pissed off and said I was gonna dox people or whatever. I wouldn't do that. And I wouldn't have even if I like said I was or got angry enough to the point where people thought I would have. I wouldn't have. Sometimes like I get angry enough where I feel like, no, I don't ever get the urge to do that anymore just because I know how much it affected people already. And that shit drove an entire community insane just over what, like 3-4 of their friends getting doxxed or some shit. They lost their minds. Like I wouldn't dare do that shit again. Like fuck that. But and I'm not gonna break anything. Sometimes I feel like I want to, but I'm not gonna do that. Stupid. Sometimes I wish I was like rageful enough or like a piece of shit enough to do stuff that like I don't even know. That's probably why I do shit sometimes as stupid as it is, just to like try to make it seem like I'm or make myself feel like I'm like bad, but I don't know. That's cool if Shelly's live, it just doesn't apply to what I'm talking about. So, okay. Like she'll make it seem like it applies to what we're talking about. or she'll probably thrust herself into this stuff like it matters to her. And maybe it does in some ways, maybe, but Shelly's, very self-centered. I doubt that any of this applies to her at this point. I mean, I'm sure people will give her the views and make it seem like it applies to her, but it doesn't. So I'd rather people go elsewhere anyway, though, if they want to, because this shit will get, boring quick. I'm surprised we had as many people here as we did. And hell, I'm past the 12-hour mark, so this isn't even going to be recorded. It doesn't record past 12 hours, so that'll be interesting. Like I'm cool with Huck now. I just don't know if I'm ready to like be cool with everyone over at Shelly's and stuff and all those people yet. Like, I mean, Sweet's cool. I don't hold anything against her, and I get why she'd get upset. So, like, with her I'm cool. Huck I'm cool. Even Shelly, I don't have anything against her really. It's just there's just little things that I still have like PTSD from, or paranoia from, like past events that still traumatize me and shit from. Anyway, but like it's just I'm just not ready to be friends with like everybody yet, if that makes any sense. And even if I could, just, forcing that or trying to force that on me all at once is just insane. To think that I have to do like an apology tour and apologize to everyone at once, like in one big whole lump sum, that's ridiculous. And how is that sincere? How would anyone believe that? And it wouldn't even like that. It's not even like I'm apologizing to anyone in particular if I do that shit. It's just like that would feel forced. Like, so why would I force myself to do a forceful situation or put myself in a forceful situation to where it just feels forced anyway to everyone else involved? Just stupid. I mean, yeah, I feel bad for a lot of dumb shit I do. I mean, hell, I should even apologize to Star Odessa and Bedtime Clown, but like, I don't know how to do it. Like, I've done so many like stupid things and said so many dumb things now at this point to where it's like, I think I dug my hole too deep. Like, even if I want to apologize or make up for what I'm wrong for, if I am wrong, there's still a side of me that wants to believe that I'm right in some way, and that they like were going behind my back or just playing me or some shit just to make it seem like just so I'm not losing my mind. Because if I tell myself that it's just me doing this to people and just me alone, and it's just, I'm the only problem, that shit would drive me insane. Because I don't think I'm the only problem in this. If that's the case, then people like Andrew and Tonic are right about everything. And they can't be right about everything. I should have walked away from this hours ago. I don't know why the fuck I'm drawn into this shit. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to.